What's going on, guys? We are back with the man, the myth, the legend, the delightful Patton Oswalt. You are a pillar of the geek community.
A squat one, but a pillar nonetheless. Yeah.
Our fans love you. We love you. And they want to, when we said that we were going to have you on, they threw some questions at us. So
oh, nice.
Can I just throw you...
I'm flattered, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a speed round from Twitter.
Here we go.
You've said before that Spider-Man is your favorite superhero.
Yes.
Jamie Rogers from Twitter says, how do you feel about Spider-Man coming to the MCU and the recasting? Who would you cast?
Obviously, I'm very happy that he's coming to the MCU. I would like them to play with that whole universe. I would want the X-Men in there, all of it. Gotta say, I thought Andrew Garfield did a great job, so I do not have an opinion as to... I think they should have kept him. I thought that dude worked his ass off in that role and also clearly loved it.
John Appleton asks, thoughts on new Star Wars?
I don't have any thoughts because I have not seen anything yet, and it drives me crazy when people write these long think pieces. I know they gotta fill space, but it's like, you need to wait to have seen something. George Lucas did Star Wars and was humble enough to go, I'm going to walk away from the table. They're comping my drinks. They're comping my hotel room. I'm going to let someone else spin the wheel. And so we have a guy who could not be more excited to be doing it, just like Kirshner and Marquand were when they did Empire and Return, respectively. They love making movies. So, you know, JJ loves to make movies. So that's what's giving me hope.
If you haven't seen Patton's Star Wars filibuster on
then you probably don't have an internet connection.
Yeah,
you're
a moron. Check it out. It's so great.
If he holds the reality gem, that means he can jump from different realities. This will be our link to the Marvel universe from the Star Wars universe. They do a thing on that show where you do a couple of takes on the script, and the scripts are always funny.
Yes.
But then they go, we'll do a fun take, do whatever you want. And so all they're saying is, you need to start a filibuster, and then Amy and John Glazer will cut you off. But then, what I didn't know was all the writers and directors said, just don't yell cut, and see how long he goes. See how long he'll talk. You know there's a fight or flight response? Well, apparently there's a third response called the trivia dump, where you just yell every bit of comic and movie trivia you have in your head out to prevent from being fired.
Yeah, you combine Star Wars with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Exactly, yeah,
and then
exactly.
Greek mythology as well.
Yeah, trust me, if I had had more water in my mouth, I would have worked in the characters from Reservoir Dogs. I would have had Olivia Newton-John's character from Xanadu come skating in there. I would have had the baseball Furies from the Warriors show up.
Wow.
I would have just kept going, so.
Epic. 80s Lover says, what is your dream movie crossover? So we just talked about a little bit of that. DC and Marvel, Terminator and RoboCop, Inception and Freddy Krueger.
You know what my dream crossover would be? Think about this for a second. In the city of Zion in the Matrix, they've defeated the Matrix, except that one tiny computer virus from the early 80s, Skynet, infects the Matrix, and the only way that Zion can fight it is to not only find the new Neo, but what they realize is the new Neo is hidden in another bit of software lost from the 80s, OCP's RoboCop software. And then that's your whole, it's the Terminator, Terminator and RoboCop fighting for viral supremacy within the Matrix, and the Smiths resurrect to try to fight both of those off.
Do me a favor.
This just battle royale.
Patton, please stop blowing my mind!
They have to make a Robo-Neo, basically.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, what do you think of the DC movies going gritty while Marvel is more lighthearted?
Listen, there's nothing wrong with going gritty if your source material is gritty. It's why the Christopher Nolan Batman movies are great. Yeah. It's why the TV series Arrow is great. But if something is bright and primary colored and hopeful, you got to embrace that. That's why, you know, one of the reasons that I didn't think the last two Spider-Man movies didn't work, despite I thought Andrew's great work in those, was they went dark and gritty. Spider-Man is primary colors in the daylight. That's why the Christopher Reeve movie is so timeless. The first one, he is absolutely positive. He's not brooding. You know, he's not dark. He's not self-important. So, and that would give him and Batman something to fight over. But the way it looks right, and maybe I'm wrong, But all that art, they just look brooding. Brooding meets brooding meets brooding. It looks like 3 goths hanging out in a candle store. That's what the new one looks like. And then the Aquaman thing, he looks like he auditioned to be the lead singer of
Derek
War.
Skinner wanted to know, what do you think of the new Aquaman? Lay it on us.
It looks like he auditioned to replace Rob Zombie in his band, and Rob went, yeah, you look a little too silly. Aquaman should be like a big, funny, like brawling. He should almost be like Quint in Jaws. He should just be this big brawling, like pirate captain type.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Now you've got 4 distinct possibilities just banging into each other. You can't. I'm just sick of hero. Is this my camera? I'm sick of seeing superheroes. Is this the only pose they have? Is the weird Kubrick stare? Like, how about like the Aquaman thing? He should be like laughing. And I know whenever they introduce Green Lantern, it's gonna be the ring, and he's gonna be going like this. God damn it, guys! Stop with the brooding. The only one who gets to brood is Batman. It only works if he's the one brooding guy. They can't all be brooding.
Preach, Patton.
God damn it. Sorry.
No, amen to all of that.
Okay, thank you.
Jordan W. wants to know, are we going to ever see a Ratatouille sequel?
If we ever see a Ratatouille sequel, I'm going to be the last person they tell. It'll happen because Brad Bird will get some amazing inspiration. Unfortunately, I'm friends with him, and he has about 7 movies lined up in his head that are so friggin' brilliant that if we never see a Ratatouille 2, as a film fan, I can only be so upset because I'm going to get to see all his other amazing movies he has lined up. So, and other stuff.
And on. Yeah. At DK DeFrank asks, best superhero movie of this century?
Oh, for the love of God. Wait a minute. You know what? Spider-Man 2. The one with Doc Octopus. That movie was brilliant. There are some really great, deep, smart things going on in that movie. So as far as superhero movie, that's been the best one so far. As far as comic book movie, the best one has been American Splendor.
Oh, yeah.
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 But if you're just doing pure superhero, then Spider-Man 2.
And last question. Chloe R. Glenn Clo.
I think you're just making that up. That sounds like something you'd make up if I was a homicide detective and asking you, like, so who are you tweeting with? Like, Chloe R. Glenn Clackle.
What would your dream role to play be?
In terms of comic books or any role?
Any role, because you're a great actor. If you haven't seen Big Fan and Young Adult, you're an excellent actor. So any role.
Arturo in Geek Love would be amazing. Just the image of him like with his mask on, floating in the bottom of that tank, but preaching to people, and they're all, they want to. That's just amazing.
And is there a character in comics that you'd love to portray?
I would love to only because he's kind of tubby, but still flexible, and he's trying to be a hero. Would be the original Golden Age Sandman, Wesley Dodds.
Oh, okay.
And if DC would do a movie like that, maybe not just about the Sandman, but about the beginnings of their world, do a Deadwood-style superhero movie where you see Gotham, Metropolis, New York, and there's, people talking about Thomas Wayne and, the Daily Planet. So you're seeing the roots of it, but you're seeing the heroes like Sandman, the Crimson Avenger, Our Man, the Wildcat, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Wow. Thank you for answering questions for people on Twitter. You owe at Patton Oswalt a big thank you.
Thanks, Screen Junkies, for bringing me out here.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's what you gotta thank.
I want to talk more about this. Your second book, You Love Movies, and this is about a time in your life where you...
This is the time of my life where I was basically stalking movies.
Yes.
It was 4 years... between 95 and 99, where I basically saw at least 2 films a day.
Wow.
A day. At one point, it got so bad. I mean, the most that I saw that year, I think it was 1996, I saw 261 movies just in theaters. That's not counting on DVDs, on television, and just immersed myself in that world and then had to kind of fight my way out of it because I was becoming... a screen junkie. And if this website hadn't existed, that would have been the title of this book.
Do any movie-going experiences cut through? I mean, I know you talk about it a lot in here. Do you want to share one particular story with us?
I remember one, this was a really good lesson for me because it showed me that sometimes you can be a little too snobby and rarefied in your film tastes. Me and a couple of comedian friends went to see the Replacement Killers, and they show the trailer for Wild Things. So there's all this just bikini, boobs, intrigue, all, you know. We're all scoffing at it because it's a very trashy trailer.
Yeah.
It's a trashy trailer for a brilliant film. Wild Things is a brilliant, one of the best modern noirs ever made, in my opinion. But the trailer is so trashy. And these two teenagers sitting in front of us turned to each other when it was done and went, "Fuck yeah." Like, and which was this way of like, oh yeah, you're not in touch with what moviegoers want. Because you just saw the reason that movie's going to be successful right in front of us. So that was that nice little lesson of like, oh, okay, yeah.
Screen Junkies fans, this is a call to action. Go out there, pick up this book, go to your retailers, do it online, buy multiple copies. Patton Oswalt.
Hi. Thanks for having me on the show, Al.
You've been a super cool dude. Thanks for being here.
Oh, man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun talking with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering everybody's questions. Thank you for watching the show. I'm Hal Rudnick. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit him up on Twitter. Bye-bye.
Hey, Screen Junkies, would you like a chance to sit ringside at a real episode of Movie Fights? Click the link below for info on how you can enter the arena and watch the mayhem in person. Do you have what it takes?